So have you guys ever wondered how you're gonna get a tent 18 feet by 10 feet into a bag that's not even 6 feet tall? Well, today we're gonna show you how to do it, and we're getting into it right now. On our full review video, which we did on this Ozark Trail 12-man tent, we got a lot of questions from people asking us how we set it up and how we put it back together. So that's what we're going to go over today. We're going to do a full setup and a full takedown of the Ozark Trail 12-man cabin tent, and this should make it a little easier for you. So let's get into it right now. Get the cabin tent here. We're going to roll it over, unzip this bad boy. Oh, zipper's down here. So we have the rain fly up top, and then the poles for the actual like little screen door thing that they have. So I'll just set that off to the side. That's good. Just gonna get it out of here. We didn't just set this thing up in the backyard. We took this thing out camping. So yeah, you're gonna untie these ties that we have right here. So untie those, pull them out. Put them to the side. Do not lose these. You will need them to put this back together.
We lost one already.
We did lose one. So what we do here is kind of just unfold this thing. Once you've kind of got it laid out like this, it's flattish. Now, the easiest thing to do is to go around to every tent pole. You're gonna find this orange tab and you're gonna pull it out. Yeah, boom. So that one's clicked in. So once we get that one, you just go to the next pole, which is right here. And we're just gonna kind of stand these up as we're going. So with a couple clicks and some unfolding, boom, pretty much the tent will go up. Literally, with us even explaining everything, we're into this about 3.5 minutes. So to pitch an 18-foot by 10-foot tent in like 3 minutes is pretty remarkable. So the pitch time on this is fantastic. Like I said, we have had this out about 5 times now. We've never had any issues with the poles. Everything's been pretty much rock solid. They click in like they're supposed to. I would assume at some point down the road, after tons of usage, you might wear some stuff out on the poles. So far, we haven't had any issues. So we're gonna get this thing all cleaned up, and then we're gonna pack it all back up, show you guys how we pack it up, how we get it back into the bag. That way when you guys are out camping, we can make your trip a little easier too. So let's get this thing cleaned up. Now, as far as taking the tent down, this is so easy. It's just as easy as putting it up. You're just gonna press the orange buttons here and then slide the poles down, and we're gonna just keep going. There we go. Just folds up in like that. Boom. All the poles basically fold into the center. You can see it's making like this little nice, neat package for us. So just make sure that's all the way in. Folding up, folding up. All right, so let's do this one. All right, so now we've got the big center of the tent here. So the easiest way to do this So I kind of bear hug this thing, get it kind of tight. Nikki helps me out with the string. And then we're gonna take, and we're just gonna tie this to where it's tight. Okay? Now we got that tight. I'm just gonna take the whole tent, and I'm gonna flip it up.
Keep in mind we usually have 3 strings.
Yes.
So we lost the string already.
We did.
So, we're gonna do this with 2 strings.
So again, I wanna try to get this as tight as I can.
Can we get out as much air?
Yep.
Okay. Air hugs enough?
Yep. Air hugged it. Tie it again. Now that you have it like this, now obviously on yours, if you don't lose the other string, you'll have 3 strings here. So there's that. It does make it easier. So.
Bottoms up. Usually. Let's do bottoms up like we usually do.
Like this?
No, like the wheels.
Okay. So then we're gonna take this and we're just gonna put it over top of this.
This part stuff first.
Okay.
Sure, it's nice and tight on there.
Yep. So once you get it pretty tight, I'm gonna take it again and I'm gonna flip it again. Now I'm on the wheels. And then it's just a matter of stuffing the tent into the bag.
And then we start the zip.
Right.
Then we're going to lay it down on the ground.
And as we lay it down, we're kind of just rolling the tent material in there.
And squeezing the zip together.
All right, so once you get it like partially zipped like we have here, you're gonna wanna jam the rain fly in there, the one that we folded up previously. These are all the poles for the actual door and the door supports. They just slide in right on top, no big deal. Put them right here. Make sure they're out of the way of the zipper. And then I will just kind of squeeze this together and Nikki will just kind of pull the zipper, making sure that she doesn't zip up the tent, obviously. Tuck that one little string back in there. How'd you get out, little guy? And that's it. All right, so it's pretty easy. It's not too difficult to get back in this bag. You can see that this tent went back down, even with us kind of explaining everything, in less than 3 minutes. So it does fit in the bag, no problems. This bag does have wheels on it. This tent's about 50 pounds, so it's definitely much easier just to kind of wheel this around. That way you don't have to carry it. Tent setup is obviously gonna be easier with 2 people. It can be done by yourself. I have done it, and Nikki has done it too by herself, but it is easier with 2 people. So you have 2 people, this is the way to do it. And I would assume that if you're taking a 12-man tent out, you're probably gonna have more than 1 person. I think this is definitely overkill for 1 person. This is also not a 12-person tent. It says that it is, but like I said, I don't think you can get 12 people in it. I went over that in the full review. If you guys wanna see the full review on this tent, how it does in the weather, just how it does in general and our basic setup on it, I'll leave a link right up here and in the description so you guys can see the full review. I'll also leave a link to this tent so you guys can check it out if it's something you want. Let us know in the comments if this video was helpful for you. Make sure you hit that like button for us, and please subscribe to the channel. We really do appreciate it, and it is free, so it doesn't cost you guys anything to subscribe. So make sure you guys do that for us, so we really do appreciate it. So pretty easy, man. I mean, for a huge tent, 18 feet by 10 feet, to be able to jam it back in a small package like this without pretty much any issue, it's kind of amazing, honestly. So that was our full setup and full teardown of the 12-person Ozark Trail tent. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys on the next one.